Sarah here. Okay, so this is my second attempt at recording this video. Hopefully it goes better. I didn't like my energy levels in that video. It was quite monotone. So I'm reshooting it. Hopefully it will go well. Please bear with me. Okay. Alright, so this is a book haul video. Yes! And it is a proper book haul video. It's not a baby book haul. I've got a massive pile of books right here. Most of which I bought myself for the full price because sadly the end of financial year sales have not hit books yet. So, but I have them and I'm very happy to have them, and I probably won't be buying any more books for quite a while. Or at least not as many. Anyway, so the first book I've got here was actually given to me by my mum. She bought it for me. So I didn't buy this one. It's Sacred Rhythms by Ruth Haley Barton. And it's Arranging Our Lives for Spiritual Transformation. This is a Christian book, and it's just all about getting back in touch with God and just finding time in the day to just quietly spend time with Him, because as we reach as we are in COVID and quarantine, all the churches are closed, so I can't go to church at the moment. And even still, when you go to church, yes, you're spending time with your fellow Christians, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're taking time to spend it with God. You could just be seeing it as something on a to-do list that you just need checked off. So this is just about deepening your relationship with God, and I'm very pleased to have it, and it's in hardback. And yeah, I'll be reading it very soon. Another book that was given to me by my parents is another Christian book, and it's to go along with this Alpha series I'm doing at the moment. And yeah, it's just the Alpha guide, and so it's like, is this it? Why am I here? Is there more to life than this? Alpha looks at these and other questions, providing a practical introduction to the Christian faith. So basically, this is for both Christians and non-Christians, and it's just all about asking these big questions and trying to answer them to your own satisfaction. And it's been great to do during this time, during COVID, because, well, like I said, all the churches are closed. So it's nice being able to do once a week, just something to help me develop my relationship further with God, because if you didn't know already, I am a committed Christian. Alright. Next book I am so excited to read. I will be reading this for the readathon, the booktubeathon, and that is The Upside Down of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli, and it's in the same universe as the Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, or the Love Simon movie, and I am so excited to read this. And apparently one of the characters in it is a Tolkien superfan, and yeah. This is the blurb. So, 17-year-old Molly Peskin-Suo knows all about unrequited love. She's lived through it 26 times. She's crushes hard and crushes often, but always in secret. Because no matter how many times her twin sister Cassie tells her to woman up, Molly can't stomach the idea of rejection. So she's careful. Fat girls always have to be careful. Then a cute new girl enters Cassie's orbit, and for the first time ever, Molly's cynical twin is a lovesick mess. Meanwhile, Molly's totally not dying of loneliness, except for the part where she is. Luckily, Cassie's new girlfriend comes with a cute hipster boy sidekick. Will is funny, flirtatious, and just might be the perfect crush material. Maybe more than crush material. And if Molly can win him over, she'll get her first kiss and she'll get her twin back. There's only one problem. Molly's co-worker Reed. He's an awkward Tolkien superfan with a season pass to the Ren Fair, and there's absolutely no way Molly could fall for him. Right? I love Simon vs. the Homo sapiens agenda, and I really enjoyed Leia and the Offbeat, so I'm really hoping I'll enjoy this one too. I've avoided it for the longest time because I didn't like the title. I'm like, what is the upside? There isn't any. So, yeah, I'm really excited. Also, the covers always feel amazing. If I could just, have a square of the cover that I could just take in my pocket and just stroke it at random times. That would be perfect. That would be the dream. Alright, next 3 books. I've opened up the rabbit hole, ladies and gentlemen, and others. I've opened up the rabbit hole. I bought my first 3 comics. Yes, I've bought comics. They're all Marvel. And the first 2 are Marvel Rising. And yes, this was the first one I bought and I loved it. And so I immediately ordered the other Marvel Rising. And then one of the characters in this is Squirrel Girl, so I immediately got the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. And I absolutely adore these. I haven't finished these 2 yet, but I have done a book talk for this one. And if you want to know my full thoughts on comics, watch that. I will link it above. And it's just so awesome. And I got Marvel Rising because there's cartoons on Disney XD at the moment, or Disney now. And I have adored the cartoons, and they're on Disney Plus as well. So I decided that if I was going to start with comics, I'd start with them because they're relatively new, so it's not like trying to start with my boy Captain America and there's like over 10,000 comics for him, and I'm like, where on earth do I start? So I've started with these guys. I just need to get the Ms. Marvel one now because these ones are technically in the same sort of umbrella, this Bind Up a Squirrel Girl. And yeah, so you can, there's one for Ms. Marvel, there's one for Spider-Man, there's a whole bunch of them, but I want to get Ms. Marvel next. So yes, the rabbit hole has been opened. I now buy comics. And I don't regret it. Sorry, I just gotta keep an eye on the time because I go way too quick with these. Those comics, these involve Squirrel Girl, Ms. Marvel, Inferno, America Chavez, and Amber Quaid. Yeah, and they're all awesome and amazing, and there's LGBTQ representation, and it's diverse, and it is us, all of the good things. Okay. Next, I have an Emily Rodda series that came out after I was technically too old to get into it, but it's Emily Rodda. When were these actually published, though? Because that's a genuine question, I've forgotten. But it's reasonably recent. 2015. Yeah, 2015. So these came way after all of her other books in the sort of Del Toro series, and that is The Star of Del Toros. This is the collection. I was hoping to do a massive bind-up, but they have not, so I gave in and just bought the box set. So we have Shadows of the Master. We have Two Moons. We have The Towers of Illica. And we have The Hungry Isle. And the last 2 books actually come with collectible trading cards in it, interestingly enough. And yes, this is why I hate box sets. I don't like box sets, because then you have to squeeze them back in every time and just... Alright, so this book, its blurb says, Britta has always wanted to be a trader like her father, sailing in the 9 seas and bringing precious cargo home to Del Harbor. Her dream seemed safe until her father's quest to find the fabled Staff of Tyr ended in blood and horror. Now his shamed family is in hiding. His ship, the Star of Del Toro, belongs to the powerful Rosslyn fleet, but Britta's ambition burns fiercely as ever. When she suddenly gets the chance to win back her future, she knows she has to take it, whatever the cost. She has no idea that shadows from a distant, haunted isle are watching her every move. And yeah, so I'm very excited to get into this because I love the Del Toro Quest series and the Rowan of Ren series and the Three Doors trilogy. And for those of you who did not know, those all take place in the same universe. So I'm really hoping, since she's going to be on a ship, we will go to all those lands and I'll get to check in on my favorite characters. Just like, please, can we have this? Especially since Rowan of Rin did not give us a satisfying epilogue at all. Emily Rodda, there will be a letter at some point about that ending. It wasn't an ending. And I just realized I forgot something. And also, interestingly enough, this is the first series she's done where like the main character is a girl. Like, there's always been main characters who are girls in the series that she does, but this is like the titular character, kind of, is the main character, is a girl. It's the first time she's done this. And also, Emily Rodda is Australian. Just so you know, she's Australian author. Alright. This next book is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Ravenclaw edition, and since I pre-ordered it, I got the cute little notebook. And I'm very pleased to have this, despite the fact that J.K. Rowling makes me want to weep in despair at the moment with the way she's been acting. But I ordered this before she started doing that, and also, I've gotten up to the 5th book. I'm not going to stop now. We're going to get the entire series in Ravenclaw edition. And I just hope any money that she gets from this she gives to Lumos, because she does not deserve to have it. Alright, and on the topic of sadness in the world today, I have bought 2 books about systemic racism. So, White Fragility, Why Is It So Hard for White People to Talk About Racism? By Robin DiAngelo. And Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race by Rennie Adilo-Lodge. I hope I pronounced that right. I probably didn't. And this is about America. This is about Britain, but there's going to be lots of lessons just in general. And my mum and dad are sending me a book that's going to help me understand systemic racism in Australia, because that is rampant and in many ways actually worse than it is in America, if you can believe, at the moment. Maybe not for Africans, but for our Aboriginal folk, it's awful, and I did a video talking about this. I'm not going to get into it in this one because I will go for hours and there will be tears. And yeah, if you want to know about my thoughts on that, just watch my last video, okay? I explain it there. Alright, next book is a much happier book, and that is Artemis Fowl, Guide to the World of Fairies by Andrew Donkin. Now, when I first found this book, I was so excited, but then I realized it wasn't by Ian Colfer, and I was like, the heck? But then I found out this guy has worked with Ian Colfer very closely on the graphic novels, and I adore the graphic novels, and there should have been a 5th one, because that is my favourite book, but there is not. And he got special permission from Ian Colfer to do this, and I need this, okay? I love the guides. I love when books give us guides. I have as many guides as I can get my hands on. I have 2 Spiderwick guides. I have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I have Aragon's Guide to Elegasia. I have a Grimoire. I have the Song of Ice and Fire. I have... this is a whole separate video. I have so many, and I have so many Doctor Who ones. So I love it when worlds give us guides. And there's so many gorgeous, gorgeous illustrations in this. Like, look at this. Isn't that just so pretty? I am just so happy I have this. Even though it's got the stupid Disney logo on it, because we don't speak about the movie. I have another Emily Rodda book. Look at it. It's the Gilmet? I have no idea how to pronounce this. And this is like her new series, and the artist in this is the same artist who has done all of the artwork for the Del Toro World series, and I'm in awe, and I'm so excited to get into this and enter a new world created by Emily Rodda. And it's hardback, and I'm in love. And, okay, so this is not set in Del Toro, I believe. But, okay, this is what the blurb says. Lone Annie sees dragons in your futures. She sees giants. She sees fire and water. She sees death. Finn's life in the village of Witchant is hard. Only his drawings of the wild coastline with its dragon-shaped clouds and the headlands will look like giants. Make him happy. Then the strange housekeeper from a mysterious cliff-top mansion sees his talent. So we're just running low on battery, and I was getting paranoid for a second, so I just had to plug you in. Anyway. sees his talent, buys him for a handful of gold, and reveals to him 7 extraordinary paintings. Finn thinks the paintings must be pure fantasy. Such amazing scenes and creatures can't be real. He's wrong. Soon he's going to slip through the veil between the worlds and plunge into the wonders and perils of the Gimlet. And yeah, so I'm just so excited. And look, there's a map. Map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, map. Whenever there's a map, a series is automatically better. Every high fantasy series should have a map. If it does not, then I don't think it works. Then I have His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. So this is a bind-up, so it's the Northern Lights, the Subtile Knife, and the Amber Spyglass. And this is the books that the movie The Golden Compass was based on, and it's just been turned into a TV show. And I've heard the TV show is pretty good, unlike the movie, which I was told was completely inaccurate, which does not surprise me. And my brother utterly adores this series. My mum really likes it too, but don't talk about it with my dad unless you want to lecture on theology. So I really want to just give it a chance and get into it because I feel like I would love it. I did try to read it when I was younger, but I think I was too little when I tried. And now I'm ready to try again. And the main character is a girl and she kicks butt. And so the little tiny blurb says, this extraordinary story moves between parallel universes. Beginning in Oxford, Lyra and her animal daemon Pantaleimon go on a dangerous rescue mission to the ice kingdoms of the far north, where she begins to learn about the mysterious particles they call dust, substance for which a terrible war has been fought between different worlds will be fought. And daemons are basically like their souls, but they're in animal form, and it's exciting. Built-in best friend. Then next we have Cassandra Clare's Chain of Gold. This is the first book in the Last Hours series, and oh my goodness, this is a collector's first edition. So this is a built-in cover. This is not a dust jacket. It's built in. This is insane. When I saw it, I was like, okay, I'm nowhere near up to Chain of Gold, but I'm buying it. And look, we have Cassandra Jean's art in it. This is just, I had to get it, okay? I have no idea when I'm going to get up to it, because I'm still stuck on City of Fallen Angels. But I have it. I do. I'm not going to read the blurb, because that will be spoilers, because I haven't got there yet. But I know it's set just after the Dark Artificer series. It's about the kids of the protagonists in that series, hence spoilers, because I don't know who gets together. I don't know if you're up to it. Okay, and finally, we have The Secrets of the Jedi. It's a Star Wars book, and I would say it's like a kiddie version of the Jedi Path, which I also own, but it's just got lots of awesome pictures in it, and it has some pretty cool information. And it teaches you how to read the Jedi script, and there's lots of Jedi script in it for me to decode, which is going to be so much fun. And there's even a pop-up holocron. So yeah, I'm very pleased to have this book. I'm not pleased by how much it costs, but oh my goodness, look at this page. Oh, but it's very, very good. Okay, we're running out of time, so now for the stacking. Lord help me. Alright, let's put you there. Good there. Oh, why do I have paperbacks? And that was my book haul today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And focus. There we go. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, leave a like, a comment, maybe even subscribe. Let me know which book you're most looking forward to me reading. I will do book talks for all of these because I really enjoy doing that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye! Okay, that's going down and it's yelling timber! Timber! No!